don't give two craps what people feel about this bald head of mine.
Amigos and amigas, trust me, I did not want to be the 1 millionth commentary YouTuber or YouTuber overall to talk about the Will Smith incident. We're not going to talk about the Oscar slap because that's old. It died in about a day and everyone talked about it. But today, Will Smith, more like Will Simp, am I right? Hilarious, please laugh at me. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a few videos related to Will Smith and his wife using him. Will Smith is the definition of down tremendously. Sure, he has $200 million in the bank account, which is awesome. I wish I had $200 in my bank account, period. But just because he has a lot of dough doesn't mean he's smart. Will is getting cucked over and over again, and I don't feel bad for him. Is he a legendary actor? Absolutely. You cannot take that away from him. But lately, his behavior, let's just say that he's kind of a cuck. Anyways, let's just get into the first video.
Her 37th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I hired a documentary team. I traced mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing.
It was going to be a splash.
It was going to be a splash. Mary J. Blige performed. I debuted the film, all of that. It was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love, and we did it. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
Imagine going above and beyond for your girl or your guy. You hire all of these people, you do so much, you put so much work and effort, and they're like, huh, this is about your ego, right? Look at you. You know, I actually do feel kind of bad for Will Smith. I know I said I didn't. Now I'm starting to feel just a little bad because he seems to be misguided. It feels like Jada is legit manipulating Will Smith. He's under her thumb. My humble opinion here, I think it will be best for them to get a divorce. We all saw what happened at the Oscars. Jada didn't like the joke, but Will Smith did like it. But then once the bitch gave him the side eye, sorry, I'm getting her and him wrong, it wasn't funny anymore. For the record, I believe Chris Rock did nothing wrong. I am Team Chris. Almost 2 weeks later, but I think Chris Rock did absolutely nothing wrong. I thought the joke was mid. You were our boy. We loved you. Everyone loved you. But now you just turn into this pathetic shell of your former self. It's not cute. It's not impressive. And then the fact that your wife doesn't even care about all the fucking work you put in, all the fucking effort. It's like, why even try? Had this been me and I was Will Smith and I was a millionaire, I was hot, I would have been like, peace out, bitch. I'm Will Smith. I could get any bitch I want. That pussy must be magnificent for Will Smith to stay there and suffer and watch his wife fuck other dudes and be like, yeah, you know, I was just going through it. I was just so sad. I'm a millionaire that's sad and I needed to fuck. This family's so fucking weird. Hollywood families are so fucking weird and I don't like any of them. I actually hate them all. Whoa, let me just back it up here because I want to keep my audience informed here. I actually found this comment that says, leaving out the bit where Will hired a private investigators to hunt down a descendant of the family who held Jada's ancestors as slaves. It was just some guy from Ohio and Will made him apologize to Jada for his ancestors. You know what? I take everything back that I said. Jada's based and Jada deserves all the love and respect now. So how about this? They're both narcissists, Playboy Cardi reference. They're both egomaniacs. If this is true, Will is in the wrong. I don't like Will Smith. I don't like Jada. And if I had to pick one, I'll pick none. But if I had to, I'll probably go with Will Smith overall because Jada just seems to be this manipulative piece of shit. And if this is true, if this is indeed true, it's like, what the fuck? The guy that Will Smith tracked down didn't even have slaves. It was just some descendant. God forbid people know what my ancestors did because then I'm done. Then I'm canceled. Oh, you killed babies like 1,000 years ago, like 500 years ago? Oh, I'm sorry, Oscar. I'm sorry, Sensitive Society, but you're a rapist. A child rapist, that is. Like, what the fuck? People who do this shit are fucking pathetic and losers. If anything, makes me dislike Will Smith even more. It's just not his year, is it?
What was your hardest time in our marriage?
I think the turning point in our relationship for me happened when I turned 40. That's when I had a midlife crisis.
Yeah, you're.
Why does this look like Black Ellen? This looks like Ellen in blackface. Like, what the fuck is this? This is discount Ellen right here. This is Bellin.
And we did it, and I had found tapes of Jada's grandmother, and her grandmother had recorded these voice messages over the last like 8 months of her life.
Wow.
And it was tapes that Jada had never heard.
Wow.
So Jada had to sit there and listen. I understand thoroughly now. At the time I didn't. But she's listening to these never before heard tapes of one of the dearest people she's ever known in her life.
To me, again, not trying to defend Will Smith here, not a fan, but it seems to me like Will Smith was just trying to please his wife, just care about his wife. I guess it didn't go to plan, and I get it. Sometimes you make dates, plans, or you have an idea that might not be the good one, correct? I get it. We all fuck up. Like, tell me someone who's perfect. I just can't let it slide how dirty Jada has done Will. Honestly, on God, I can't believe Will Smith just tries to do a nice thing, and, you know, his wife's like, that's trash. Tupac would have done better. It just doesn't work. And at that point, you have to consider, do we break up or do we continue? I don't know. Before we wrap it up, I want to take a look at this clip. It's a resurfaced video. Jada Smith forcing Will Smith to respond on her Instagram live. As you can see from the thumbnail, Will looks incredibly awkward. He does not want to be filmed. And once again, this is his fucking wife. And this is what has been recorded. Just imagine all the shit that's done in private. For all we know, Will Smith gets cucked like twice a week.
Is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
Before we continue, this legitimately looks like a TMZ reporter going to Will Smith and asking this shit, but it's his wife.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me if you could film me.
Sstar, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Don't. No, because she don't just...
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
I know through this video I went from I hate Will Smith to I like Will Smith to hey, he's not that bad, Jada's a bitch. Now seeing this video, it just makes me sad. Like, this man is a millionaire, world famous, and he's still unhappy in the relationship he's with. I hope he has a prenup, because if he doesn't, goddamn. And I just don't understand why people like this stay in relationships this fucking shitty. I don't understand. What's the point? If you're not happy, leave. And that goes for celebrities and normal people like us. If you're not happy anymore, if they treat you like shit, if they're manipulating you, if they're making you hit someone at the fucking Oscars just because of a G.I. Jane joke, not worth it if you ask me.
Hurts that we caused between one another.
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, you know, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch Sstar at the red table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
What a bitch. I'm sorry, but Jada's legitimately a bitch. Will Smith just said, yeah, please don't record me. Please don't film me. And she's like, oh, this fucking pussy over here. What do you mean you don't want to be recorded, Will Smith? In your own house, where you're supposed to just not be recording. How dare you, fucking pussy. Look at Will Smith, doesn't want to get filmed. This relationship is more toxic than middle school and high school relationships. Anyways, Jada's a hoe, and hope Will Smith gets help. Alright, peace out, hoes.